Okay, so today we're going to be reacting to the Shamrock Shake. Obviously, it's a St. Patrick's Shake. Okay, you see me over in the face cam. All right, let's go.
The Shamrock Shake is shockingly green and shockingly popular.
Yes.
We're betting there are still things you don't know about it, though, and we're here to dish on your favorite St. Patty's Day themed beverage.
Now, obviously, this is a McDonald's shake.
What do they call an Irish jig at McDonald's?
What?
The Shamrock Shake.
Ancient cultures had their own rites and rituals observed to welcome in the springtime, and the modern world has, well, Shamrock Shakes. They're a pretty familiar part of our fast food land.
Wait, so if they have Shamrock Shakes, okay. So obviously, it's the St. Patrick's Day tradition. I'm just gonna hush my mouth. I'm just gonna shut up and watch the video.
And that's what makes it extra surprising that they've only been a nationwide offering since 2012. That's not a typo. And Business Insider says that's the first year McDonald's made the move to offering the Shamrock Shake in restaurants from coast to coast. Until then, it was up to the individual franchise whether or not they would make the extra effort to offer up this seasonal treat. In 2011, only about half of all McDonald's were selling Shamrock Shakes, and that's the very definition of unthinkable. The Shamrock Shake had a big year in 2012. It's also when the shake was given a bit of a shake-up and got topped with whipped cream and a cherry to give it more of a dessert-like appearance.
Let's get topped off.
So what does Ireland think of the Shamrock Shake? They are available in the Emerald Isle, but that doesn't mean they're entirely happy about it. In 2017, McDonald's had to apologize to the entire country over an ill-conceived advertisement that featured a man with red hair wearing a tartan, which is Scottish, BT dubs, playing the milkshake like a set of bagpipes, which are also Scottish, in front of Stonehenge, which is in England, while, wait for it, sheep roam around in the background. So like, super Irish, huh?
Yeah.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
The Irish Post reported that an official apology came not long after social media pointed out that McDonald's had clearly not done their research, leading to enough controversy that the ad was pulled. One Twitter user commented, quote, "Are the sheep Irish? Because nothing else in this picture is." A formal complaint had been lodged by the Ancient Order of Hibernians, an Irish Catholic fraternity with its headquarters in the U.S., leading McDonald's to not only apologize, but reaffirm how much they actually love Ireland. A spokesperson for McDonald's said at the time,
Now listen, this Shamrock Shake might be just as good as a Grimace Shake. Keeping that in mind.
"Please know that McDonald's is strongly supportive of Ireland and respectful of its culture."
Always night pads are designed for a perfect night's sleep with up to 100% leak-free protection. Always.
Where to?
Home. Yeah, okay. We all know what a Shamrock Shake tastes like, don't we? Do some internet browsing and you'll find there's actually a debate that's raging about just what a Shamrock Shake tastes like. Oh, don't you just love the internet? The Chicago Tribune says that when McDonald's rolled out their new Shamrock Shake flavors in 2017, they specified the flavor was mint, which is exactly what you expect it to be given the color. Added that year were the Chocolate Shamrock Shake, the Shamrock Chocolate Chip Frappe, the Shamrock Hot Chocolate, and the Shamrock Mocha, flavor profiles that mix perfectly with mint. But
wait, they got a mocha? That's insane.
some people on the internet don't agree with that mint flavor, saying they can detect other non-mint flavors in the Shamrock Shake. The debate on this happening on the straight dope boards is a perfect example of the controversy, with posters claiming they're mint, lime, or just plain old vanilla with green dye added. Some say the mint flavor is so strong it tastes like toothpaste. Some people even believe they're all three flavors at once. Surprisingly, most of them have it right. It just depends on when they last tasted the Shamrock Shake. You probably wouldn't even recognize those first Shamrock Shakes as being the same product now served up every spring at McDonald's. First of all, they weren't originally called Shamrock Shakes. They were the decidedly less catchy St. Patrick's Day green milkshake. Straightforward and to the point maybe, but definitely lacking in creativity. What was inside of the cup was just as different. The first few years the green milkshake was sold, starting in 1970, the shake was a weird concoction of lemon lime sherbet, vanilla ice cream, and vanilla syrup. In 1973, they switched to a plain vanilla shake with green coloring. It wasn't until 1983 that McDonald's unveiled the mint-flavored shake we know and love today. More than likely, this is where
This
the
is
flavor
insane.
controversy stems from, even though it's remained unchanged for more than 3 decades. The Shamrock Shake once had its own questionably tasteful mascot, and his name was Uncle
Wow.
Grimacy. If the name alone didn't make you cringe, check out
Now, this Shamrock Shake is pretty crazy, if you ask me.
this very 70s quality commercial.
Uncle O'Grimacy! Hello, boys. I'm back, and I'm painting everything green to match the Shamrock Shake.
Uncle O'Grimacy was a formal part of McDonald's lore, says the Daily Meal, and fortunately, he was only around for a few years. He was the Irish uncle of Grimace and looked exactly like his purple nephew. The only difference was that Uncle O'Grimacy was, well, green. He essentially showed up when the Shamrock Shakes did, wore green, and carried a shillelagh, because of course he did. Apparently, not enough people caught on the Uncle O'Grimacy hype because he disappeared pretty quickly. Uncle O'Grimacy was around for Shamrock Shake seasons in 1977 and 1978, and then was never seen again. McDonald's only recently added other Shamrock Shake-inspired offerings, and for years, getting a half-chocolate, half-mint version of the shake was a semi-secret that Hack the Menu says was given the rather dubious name of the McLeprechaun Shake.
Oh,
Now
the
that
Hack
it's an
the
official
Menu.
menu item, people needed to figure out how to make sure they were getting the optimal ratio of chocolate to mint. Enter the straw, which co-design says stands for the suction tube for reverse axial withdrawal. It was designed, or more accurately engineered, by NK Labs, who described the whole scenario as presenting, quote, quite a few engineering and scientific challenges. They're no slouches either. They've worked with Google, NASA, and DARPA, and now they've worked with McDonald's. With help from around
They actually work with NASA. That's actually insane. You understand that? McDonald's has worked with NASA. Man, this is getting insane. Just watch this video. It's gonna be dope.
100 shakes, they engineered a weird J-shaped straw with some conveniently placed holes that would ensure the perfect flavor ratio. You had to be quick to get the original run, as only about 2,000 were distributed across 80 cities. If you were lucky enough to get one, or maybe to score one on eBay,
Wow, that's
holding
insane.
on to all year long just to get that perfect sip of chocolate Shamrock Shake. If you happened to be in New York City in 2010 and you came down with a hankering for a Shamrock Shake, Gothamist reports you might have been sorely disappointed. You can thank Jimmy Fallon for creating a temporary shortage of Shamrock Shakes when he just went ahead and bought them all.
Aw,
New York
come
had been
on,
without
bro.
Shamrock Shakes for years. They hadn't gone national at this point, and when they finally returned, everyone was overjoyed. That is, until they sold out pretty quickly, thanks to our favorite late-night talk show host. How many did Fallon buy? Lots. The McDonald's in Union Square reportedly ran out after some madman went in and ordered 100. And if you're wondering how he carried all those through the city streets, well, you're not alone. It wasn't immediately clear what was going on, but amid this mysterious shake shortage, Fallon ended one of his shows by gloating
swear
over
he
his own
ended it.
Shamrock Shake and handing one out to everyone in the
Make sure you
audience.
subscribe, drop a
Mystery
like. We need
solved.
200 subs.
Sure, you're not heading into McDonald's for a Shamrock Shake thinking that it's good for you, but you might be surprised at just how bad it really is. According to McDonald's nutritional information, a large Shamrock Shake contains a whopping 790 calories and 22 grams of fat. A heart-stopping 14 grams of that is saturated fat, and you'll also be putting away 112 grams of sugar. It's not all doom and gloom, though. That same shake will give you about 50% of your daily calcium, so that's a plus, kinda. Now let's put that into perspective. Order a Big Mac and you're getting 540 calories and 28 grams of fat, along with less saturated fat and way less sugar. Never thought you'd look at a Big Mac as a healthier option, did you? The
Big
42
Mac.
says the Shamrock Shake isn't just another pretty dessert, but it also has its roots in a great cause, one that most of us are probably familiar with. In 1974, a Philadelphia girl named Babe Canuso was diagnosed with leukemia. After the doctors worked their magic and Babe went home, her father John was looking for a way to help other families in similar situations, especially
Ah. I see where this is getting now.
those who might not have been so lucky. Up until that point, parents of sick children were sleeping on cots in hospital hallways. When those doctors asked John, a home builder, about building a house near the hospital where parents could stay while their kids were undergoing treatment, the seeds of an idea were planted. That idea became the Ronald McDonald House, and Canuso raised the money to build that first house with help from Philadelphia Eagles GM Jimmy Murray. Murray was already involved with
Philadelphia Eagles.
fundraising to help offset the costs of leukemia treatments, a cause
That's
he
the NFL football team, if y'all didn't know who Philadelphia Eagles is.
took up after the diagnosis of the daughter of Eagles tight end Fred Hill. Murray pitched the idea of a green milkshake fundraiser to tie in with St. Patrick's Day to McDonald's, and it was a huge success.
I said, can I get 25 cents from each Shamrock Shake for this house? And he said, if we give you all the money, can we call it the Ronald McDonald House?
Sales were good, funds were raised, and an old fraternity
Hey, not
house
bad,
was bought
man,
and
not bad.
remodeled into the very first Ronald McDonald House.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic. Now I believe I can.
According to official McDonald's lore, the first Shamrock Shake was sold in Chicago in 1970. But there's a second version of the tale, and it's told by the Rosen family. According to Mark Rosen, his father invented the Shamrock Shake 4 years before its 1970 debut. The Rosens say they developed the green shake at their Enfield, Connecticut McDonald's as a special promotional item for St. Patrick's Day. Patriarch Harold Rosen had experience in the dairy manufacturing business, and his son says there were a number of different variations on the idea before they settled on the final mint-flavored product. The younger Rosen said he and his family were proud to have the Shamrock Shake associated with the legacy of the Ronald McDonald House, and adds that the name was designed to not reveal a flavor, but to be a bit mysterious. That was to get people in the door and spark a little bit of curiosity about what this green bit of deliciousness tastes like. Even the Smithsonian isn't sure.
Okay, this Shamrock Shake might actually be pretty good, you know. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you think this Shamrock Shake's gonna be good. You know, it's a St. Patrick's deal thing.
Who to give credit for the green shake to, saying it could be either Rosen in 1966 or McDonald's itself in 1970. No matter who invented the Shamrock Shake, we're all very glad that they did. Not every Shamrock Shake you buy is for a good cause, beyond your own enjoyment, that is. But a lot of them are, because there's a good number of McDonald's locations that still use them as a fundraising tool. That connection was very, very visible in 2010 and 2011 when a giant version of the Shamrock Shake, tipped on its side, was floated down the Chicago River to appear to turn the river green. The river was already dyed green, of course, but the big spilled shake was a reminder to pick up a shake in support of the Ronald McDonald House. It worked, says Delish, and it raised about $10,000 each year. Other franchises have turned Shamrock Shakes into fundraisers for the Ronald McDonald House on a more local level.
Man, ain't this... Okay. This is getting pretty insane, okay? I'm starting to like what I'm seeing here, you know what I'm saying? Man, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. YouTube is my job, okay? I love y'all guys. I've been posting so many videos for y'all guys, okay? And make sure you subscribe, you know, drop a like, you know, comment. What video should I do? Because I will make them. You know, I love you guys.
2015, San Diego stores donated $1 per Shamrock Shake sold to their local Ronald McDonald House. McDonald's locations across central Pennsylvania have done the same thing, donating 25 cents per shake. And in 2017, Minnesota's KROC announced St. Patrick's Day sales were going to benefit the house again. It's not only delicious, but it's usually all to help a great cause. What's better than that? Check out one of our new...
Man, don't that thing really look delicious? I wish I could eat it right now. Shamrock Shake. It looks so yummy right now. I could just eat it all day long. Man, the Shamrock Shake.
This video is right here, plus even...
Anyways, that's it. Make sure y'all comment. I really like how it got me. We need more comments on this channel, okay? Make sure you drop a like because it sure does support me.
More mashed videos about your favorite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Anyways, peace out.